Hello, hello, hello. Today we may possibly be finishing Stasis. We'll see. Depends if we have enough brain power and if there's enough. Depends on how much game is left. Looks like we got a tool.
That place scares me.
Thanks.
Sorry.
High temperature slug gun, eh? I don't know about slugs, but surely they can't be that dangerous. Come on, boy. He's thinking about it. Well, I guess we don't have any slugs. Or maybe we don't have enough temperature. Who's to say? Let's see what else we got going on. We got some scaffold. Get all light. We got power pad. We get a. That's it.
Warning. Halothane hepatotoxicity is at an elevated level.
I think it's the bullets we gotta worry about. Alright.
Shit. Where is Rebecca?
Oh no.
Hayden's area at the other end of the sea.
I guess that wasn't that bad. I will save the game though. I was under the impression I had already saved the game after that, but anyway. So, do we just have to like run really fast? I guess that makes sense. Oh.
The words. I can't even.
What do you see?
What kind of a monster would do this? These women, these poor women.
What kind of monster would do this?
It's torture. This is.
It was. Hang on. It was, let me just go to the store page. Developer. The Brotherhood. The Brotherhood. How could you do this to these poor people?
Defibrillator. And it looks like it's fully charged.
I think I'll take that.
Probably not a good idea.
Nah, let's not use the life-saving device on ourselves. We will use all the murder weapons on ourselves, though. We get some bebes in here. Oh, she's still around.
Must have families.
You can't do anything now.
Not using that bandage, are you?
They won't be in pain for much longer.
A second in this place is more torture than anyone should bear.
What do I got here?
Don't worry. I'm here.
I gotta go, actually.
I'm gonna help you. Soon you'll be out of here. This is just a bad dream. Just breathe in and out. Soon you'll wake up from this.
Power cell. Oh, can I take this? Oh, probably not. I need an omega-shaped key or something. Terminal. Okay, just some more text. Very well. Let me just adjust my reading glasses. Which I use for everything else too. Update by Dr. Milan. For the eyes of the board. Oh, hello, kitty. Hey, this is for the eyes of the board only, alright? not supposed to read this. You guys are too innocent for this game button. To create the ultimate super soldier by activating junk strands and DNA. For the years, the human genome has shred or made dormant certain strands of its own sequence for evolutionary reasons. Professor Salam Garand has observed that certain dormant parts of these genes are not junk so much as potential information contained and sublimated by a dominant gene. Professor Garand engineered an early life form based on the original theory by introducing these strands in the early stages of embryo formation. The concept was intriguing, and the result was a very cuddly kitty. It's climbing all over. Oh god. A group of uncontrollable animalistic creatures. Oh no, version 6 of this proposal is to update the same we're gonna do the same thing again. Alright? Via genetic splicing, introducing desirable characteristics to produce fast learning, hard to kill, and ruthless soldiers. Great idea. Report 1. Her vital signs are steady, hormonal levels are high, but I'm countering this with administration of depressants in each case. Survival chance is very high. She's looking just fine. Despite her promising progress, the subject appears to be failing. Supposition is she cannot withstand the foreign genetic structure fused into her body. Typical signs of rejection are displayed. Observed for 24 hours. Subject is progressing as well as being aesthetically attractive. Aesthetically? Damn, baby, I like your aesthetics. Your aesthetics, if you know what I mean. She has all the genetic traits required. Initial concerns about her suitability, voiced by Dr. Milan due to her previous sex life, has been unfounded. She will be the perfect carrier. Hybrid DNA is fusing to my satisfaction. Apart from a small amount of pain her body is coping, I've prescribed anesthetic. Since delivery, subject 302 is in an incubator. Due to its respiratory distress, assisted breathing is required. Cardiac arrest has occurred and automated defibrillators have been required. I deduce the conditions and sickliness are due to the late bonding between hybrid and host DNA in the mother. A weak nervous system is likely in this case, but regenerative abilities can be stimulated with steroids. Conclusion: the child is weak but will survive. Alright. Probably not any hints in there. I don't think. We need a defibrillator. I'm gonna head out. Hey, I said. Power pad. Sync. The hell? Oh. I wasn't watching. What? No.
There's a limitation area at the other end of C.
What the hell? Well, I mean, no point in loading the save, so... No. Go. Alright. Oh my god, can you believe it, you guys? What the hell? Give me that bandage. I might need it to hold open a furnace later.
Torture. This is
Science.
Here, check the power cell. We cannot use inventory items on it. Or can we? Okay, probably not though.
working like that. I think that would break.
I don't know.
I think that'll just break it. I don't know what I was thinking there.
It's probably not necessary.
It'll work.
Okay. Alright. back to before. Now we gotta like go to the other way really fast. Mutagen laboratory. He's going crazy. PDA. Dr. Marvin DeSantos. Man, that bitch from shipping won't get off my bag. Yeah. Never mind. If she doesn't get out of my hair, I'll have her moved off ship. Dr. Milan is a prick, but he looks after me like that. I gotta say, being on Project Seed is awesome, man. We do some pretty noxious shit, but in exchange I get protection and an honorary title, Dr. DeSantos. I like it. Milan knows about my contacts and private cargo that arrives on board, and I know he hates it, but there's no one else prepared to work under Dr. Backman. That guy's got one twisted back, and he's also one of my best customers. I got imports, but my private lab is what manufactures Backman's pathway shit. I never realized how dependent these smartasses of science are on drugs. Personally, never touched the stuff, but you gotta have your wits about you, man. Especially around here. Since, skip this one. Thinking I got myself in deep here. The drug stuff was fine, but this whole industrial espionage thing is kind of freaky. I think Dr. Milan does not know. I know Lincoln watches me with an eagle eye, but he can't know for sure. If he did, he'd eject my ass from the ship with the rest of these failed hybrids, but damn, the money is good. Nobody knows about my little acts of espionage, but who'd care? This whole ship is falling apart. Some of the fucked up things Backman and Milan made are on the prowl. I stashed my cash as soon as I heard things were going wrong, but money is not gonna make a spit's worth of difference if we all get killed. Milan's taking this all way too calmly. Actually, I'd say he's enjoying all this. He came into my lab this morning. He still makes a sole report to the lab. He was grinning the whole damn time, his eyes all red like he's coming down from a high. That guy does not need drugs for a high. His general fucked upness is what he rides. And he was me thinking Backman was the crazy one. It's just us. Not even Backman's around now. Charlotte was dragged away to the labs a few days back. We're all sealed off from other decks. I imagine it's only a matter of time before Milan decides to do something about me too. Been living on the ship for years. I know which passages that Milan doesn't know about. I'll get over to comms and get off a signal. Hopefully they'll get to us before Dr. Milan finds out. Alright, Dr. DeSantos. That is your real name. Which you already told us isn't. Alright, you in need of a bandage, sir. Well.
If they were more open, this wouldn't happen.
Open to who? The people? Governments?
Other corporations.
What cost?
A bit of our humanity, I suppose.
Liquid nitrogen canister. I think I'll pull that out with my bare hands. Alright. It's a little hot in here.
It doesn't work like that.
Oh. Freeze.
These don't go well together.
Do we want to freeze some stuff? You never know. I'm just gonna use everything on everything.
Let's just
I've probably gone through all the combinations by now. I don't remember.
It doesn't work like that.
Okay. Watch as I've missed like one option. The one nonsense option that does work.
This is the purpose of the group link. It's not on Earth. People can't see it, so they don't care.
But if they knew...
So what?
Alright. Hybrid reject 604. During the autopsy of the hybrid, there were signs of renal failure. Kidneys could not process the amino acids required to break down nutrients. Damages to liver, stomach, and intestines show the same patterns. It's possible that the report of the mother giving birth 3 months prior was in error. Further reports regarding the failure of mutagenic compounds will be done later. Too lazy for now. Subject died during birth, probably failed in the host. Result tests leading up showed no signs of fetal defect. On further signs of investigation, the woman's medical history was noted that she experienced complications previously. This host would not have been used had this been highlighted. In light of her medical history, I assume the cause of her fetal distress and the death of the subject was this. Host is being kept alive and has undergone 1 transfusion. Folk host's life order support. Yeah, that's what you get for that's what you get for messing with the company. I think I'll take the slug gun operator's manual though. Unusual form of rejection as has not been observed before in this hybrid. It's possible the compounds used to synthesize the DNA was faulty in this instance. Usually with any rejection there's a sign of initial bonding and then a breakdown, but there was no bonding at all. In this case, given the thoroughness with which we create the DNA, I suspect the centrifuge was faulty. Repair and maintenance is ordered immediately. I don't think we read this one. I was kind of hoping there was some, like, items here. I guess we got 1 item. They never said I'd make it to 60. Ah! 85, you fuckers! Old and still cooking with gas. With petrol. With kerosene. These 3... I guess it's still in the future, so... Still cooking with lithium ion. 3 bastard kids and I outlived them all. Okay, so I was young when I had them. Those girls never knew I was the father, of course. But... never mind. I had to switch the DNA samples so they didn't know they were mine. I'm too old for that now, but you never lose your eye for the ladies. I might have false teeth, Dr. Milan, but I'm no moron. For the good of humanity, I'm a sociopath, but your little speech to the crew was less sincere than anything I could say with a straight face. At least you know how to turn a blind eye whenever I have to get rid of subjects, right, Dr. Milan? The new gas for the chambers is working splendidly. An improved kill rate of 60% on the old one. I watch those poor fuckers writhe and die. We have a viewing window now, and a popcorn machine, and like a slushy machine, and a desk with like all the classic chocolate bars, even milk duds, even though, like, you know, who gets those, right? Yeah, if I were a moral man, I'd call it perverse. It's lucky for Project C that I don't give a shit. I thrive when I don't have to answer anyone with a conscience. This won't do at all. I need more subjects. The rejection rate of the DNA splicing is stratospheric. Not only do I need more bodies, but I need better ones. They bring me imports and strays, but the best results are achieved with crew members. That guy looking after the ship's engines, I don't need... bring him in. One cannot prey too often on those, of course. My chosen ones are always the ones that wouldn't be missed. The furnaces are inadequate. They're so hot they could destroy dark matter, I'm told, but they seem slow to respond when burning flesh, and the smell is hardly pleasant. Reminds me of that injured dog I found as a little boy in Missouri. I don't know if this is gonna be a good story. It looked at me with the... yep. Mercy killing. There are too many in a society with a similarly damaged disposition. It's a kindness to stuff out their lives. I must get more for... I'm done with the voice. Yeah, I must get more for Pathway. That little prick DeSantos is more forthcoming usually with his ingredients, but he says his own suppliers are having problems. I know you, DeSantos. You're not a real doctor. I know the kind. I have 5 PhDs, and I can tell when men were hired for their instincts rather than their knowledge. Meanwhile, the cutting and splicing continues. Oh, and Charlotte, we know about your experiment, you stupid bitch. First, she kills her partner by accidentally exposing him to a lethal virus. Then she goes gaga for him. That's the beautiful incompetence that slays me. I spent years perfecting the art of the kill, making murder appear a mishap. She went and did it all by accident. What nonsense. I held the subject down and used my hammer to cave in his windpipe. Then I gouged out his eyes and tried to rip his jaw from his socket. Yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty close to the university, but I've never heard about that. I'm friends with a nurse even. I'll have to ask her why they would do that. My goodness, what an outburst! I'm becoming becoming careless. I need more pathway. Ah, it's a drug. Dr. Milan is starting to worry that my tendencies cannot be controlled. You need not worry. I'm still focused on seed, and it's just that, a seed. But this chrysalis will soon break open and blossom. Successfully bred Homo novi wait in their cells, where the unsuccessful brethren reduced to a mulch that's breached the containment seals of the ship grow. Its makeup might be a little more than trash, but it's astoundingly tenacious. I have to respect that which kills with efficiency. I woke up in the ER today. Someone found me on the stairs. I don't remember much. What I do know is that both my fucking legs are up in casts. But I got comfortable because Dr. Graham says I'll be in here for at least a month. Die as soon as the Novi cut us down. But I'm not ready to be replaced by a new species. Our creations are impressive, but I don't share Milan's fanaticism for what's happening here. I need to make sure one of the lifeboats is available for me. A shame there wasn't another for that delectable young thing. What was her name? Button? Button, was that her name? Callister? I would have liked to have her around when the ship was going to hell. She's dead, however. How unfortunate. I may be old, but I'll tear anyone who tries to stop me from leaving apart at the limbs. I've survived police investigations, court cases, spouses, and lab hands. I'll gut any shitbag trying to prevent my escape, and that includes you, Milan. I'll jab out your eyes and eat them before I submit to you. Thanks. I think they gave up putting hints in the PDAs after level 1. Oh, time to hurry. Now, what do we do with all this hot garbage of accumulated? Closed power cell housing. They're all like this, but the locks are just at like a different angle. Or maybe the whole thing is just rotated differently. I can't say why I would want to use any of these, by the way. Be nice to like destroy the robot. Power pad is for charging stuff. Right. Give me my gun back.
Almost expanded.
Let's try to
That place scares
mix stuff with stuff.
Thanks.
Banded shooter. What if we had a gun that shoots out the gun and we put in... No. Could you imagine?
No, that won't work.
What if we mixed lightning with the LN2 and then it does ice and electrical damage?
Maybe.
No. Alright. Kinda sucks because I know that if I ever die to the robot, it's not gonna load the game that I just saved. It's gonna load the autosave. But what if I can like beat it to this part? No, not really. I cannot beat it. Stop doing that.
Where is Rebecca?
She's in the containment area at the other end of C.
Stop it. is the key to success here? The key to success is taking the gun and shooting the robot. He is like moving towards it, but I'm gonna be way too... What the hell is this? You can turn on the sink. I just kinda wanted to like duck and cover, not use the sink. Oh my god.
Where is Rebecca?
Fucking game. Getting awful sick of this. We can go here, right? Surely it's not within like the robot's line of sight. And then maybe when it just like passes by, we can take a shot at it. Right, we're gonna have to make sure we do it from the side. I hope you're all ready for some loud blasting music. Cause we're, oh look. Looks like if I open the menu long enough, or quickly enough, I can beat the part where it locks you out of doing so. Alright. We even have time to turn on the sink. No, we don't. Can I get him? The hell? What? Can't do that. Oh, it is too slow. What if, what if the robot is a motion sensing robot? So let's go like here. Okay, well, I was moving. What if the robot is a piece of shit, annoying little bastard robot? I would believe that. One of these days I'm actually gonna save over the game instead of load it, and my heart's gonna really be crushed. Okay, walk here. Walk off to the side here. You can't even go down there. Never mind. And I'm gonna pop into one of the side rooms and like try stuff on stuff, and then I'm gonna do the same with the other side room, and if I can't think of anything, then I got nothing. I will try to like open up the lock with random junk though.
Probably not a good idea.
Shoot off the lock.
I can't see it working like that.
Freeze the lock. And then, oh. Yeah.
That's just crazy. Although,
It's step 1 of 2. You freeze the lock and then you smash it open. I could turn on the sink. And then freeze the water to
that's just crazy.
to acquire frozen water. Alright. Get ready to be experimented on.
Maybe. No. Maybe.
I have a feeling nothing is to be used on anything in this room, except for the power cell lock. Does this tell me anything via which way the lock is rotated? Not really.
I can try to make it fit, but it may break. I think that'll just break it.
Yeah, Indeed, Hmm. Maybe this thing is our new companion. We just need to
Can try to make it fit.
restart its heart. Bandage it up a little bit. Wipe up the blood with the bandage and then put it back in the... No?
Although,
Alright, you're trying my patience. Get ready to be shot with the high temperature slug gun. Right.
I don't know what I was thinking there. I don't think this will fit. No. Crazy. These don't go well together. Maybe. No. No, that's what... I don't think this will fit.
I've officially tried all the items. Oh. We can distinguish between human host and pulsating massive flesh and bone. This may be... This may be our ticket to victory here. Oh no. The game stuttered for like a brief second and I thought it was loading the interaction between this guy and the defibrillator and I thought, yes, we're onto something.
I don't know what I was thinking there.
We're not onto something. Human host, prepare to have been given you've been given my identity. You are now John, and I could not be prouder.
Maybe. No.
Alright. Well, just this once, and just because I'm actually getting, like, disproportionately upset by having to load a save every time I get shot by the stupid robot, I am gonna look up one little hint. I have to scroll quite far down the walkthrough, I imagine. Security area, medical wing. That's the stasis stuff. Oh, I went too far. Is a patrolling robot that will shoot if it detects you. You can move when you are in the access ways to either of the two side labs. You can go across from one to the other as long as the robot is far away. The first thing to do is to get rid of the robot. Pick up the defibrillator and get the bandage. Use the bandage on the sink and then use the sink to have the water running and flowing over, and then there will be water on the floor. And then when the robot goes over the water, you can use the defibrillator to restart its heart, and then the human heart and brain inside the robot becomes self-aware again, and then he says, "Thank you, you saved me from a lifetime of being imprisoned in this cold metal body. I get it." Can't believe I didn't think of that before. Why is it so sparkly? Okay. This is important. Let's do a practice. How close do we have to get? Okay, not that close. Gotcha. Sentry sits motionless. Take that, idiot. I think I'll take your items.
Easy does it. God, I just hate it. Got it.
Ah, yes. Just what I wanted. The item, which is the piece of twisted. Yes, we got the twisted metal. Elevator is another power pad. I assume this set of lasers just like kills you.
Warning. The oxygen atmosphere generating system is no longer functioning. Product failure is imminent.
Alright, we can recharge equipment. This is the only thing I would consider needing recharging. Well, now that we've made it this far, I can only imagine that the next step is to get cut into pieces by lasers. Oh, even John's not that stupid. Right. We need to recharge something. Probably the liquid nitrogen, right? Probably the piece of metal, right?
No, that won't work.
If we put the metal across this gap for some reason to like conduct it, I don't know. I'm assuming it's not the door that needs power, so that doesn't make sense. There's just like a line. Maybe that's just like a line strip. You know, they're all over the floor. Never mind about that. You go this way. Not really. Well, now that we've got the twisted metal, I think it's time to trash some labs and make our revenge against the system. Take this, you freak of humanity. Yeah.
I think that'll just break it.
Yeah, it's the point. No, I feel like we can't use a piece of twisted metal in the previous area. Sink. It's just a sink. We already used that sink. This is just the same sink, but without a light source on the top. Alright, what did we try? We tried this.
Probably not a good
Probably tried that. We probably tried this. And this.
I think that'll just break it. No, that won't work.
Oh. Yeah! Oh. Okay. First we freeze the hologram. First we freeze the door, and then we blast. Oh. Or we just shoot the. Alright. I guess. And then we. Yeah. Alright, whatever. Just gotta roll with the punches at this point. Could it be another PDA for me to read? Thank God. I want to read more about these messed up guys. Oh, Francis, I still lie awake at night thinking of you. That's messed up! You haunt my dreams, nightmares, and fantasies. We found love even when we worked in Kane's Sydney lab, creating viruses that can turn humans inside out. So romantic. There's only sound that in this game that's actually kind of worried me. Alright. Must have been 10 years now, but it feels like yesterday. You're too sick to transfer to Groom Lake when I did. You died just as I took up my post. But don't fret, I've been concocting a way to bring you back to life. Do you remember? Shredding the boundary between life and death was your ultimate goal. Well, now with Project Seed entering its second phase, my plans can finally be put into practice. Labs are off limits between 2 and 4 a.m., so that's when I just walk in and start doing some backyard, some cowboy science. Naturally, I prepare all my calculations in machine settings in my quarters. I keep the subject under a false name in one of the pods. Not even Dr. Milan knows what I'm doing. Each major lab operation takes no more than an hour, and I always erase the machine records at the end of each one. Using your DNA. With the enhanced regenerative abilities of the material we've already synthesized for Seed, you'll be reborn. You'll be impervious to physical degeneration, immune to sickness and pain. I'll have done what you would have wanted to make you perfect. And then, when your healthy, unblemished, and reconstituted body exits your glass womb, you'll have no idea who the fuck I am because it's not like memories are stored in your DNA. This isn't Assassin's Creed, you dumbass. Nice try, idiot. Things have felt strange lately. My work continues, but I swear, Francis, I can feel you watching me. I'm trying to work longer hours to complete the new you, but it's not easy. Marvin's had a look at some of my work, I'm sure, as if he'd have any concept of what I'm trying to achieve anyway. Still wondering why you cursed me as you died. You know that was an accident. I know you remember that. It wasn't murder. I don't do that stuff. I'm not into that. Even when we tested a pathogen on our neighbors, it was an experiment. It was for science. How are you supposed to know they choked to death on their own innards? I guess that's kind of what happens when you inject a lethal virus into the population, but that's science for you. I fear for your continued life, as I'm afraid Milan knows. Who else knows? They contaminated you. I'll run extra tests to make sure your code is not flawed or altered, but I'm anxious. I've started scratching at my arms, badly. At this rate, I'll end up looking like Backman. Francis, I failed you. Milan knows. He confronted me. He wants me to make you just like them. I can't have you crawling on all fours like a dog in the street. That offends me. Protect you with my life. You'll be reborn, I swear. Terminal. Subjects. Lena. Rambunctious. Inherited mother's physical build and aggression. Lena has the makings of an excellent alpha female candidate. Recommendation. Move Lena to group cell because they don't want to be isolated. Daryl. Quiet but intelligent. Attempted to pick the lock on his cell. Failed to escape though. Idiot. Excellent puzzle solving skills. While not aggressive, has a strong build. Clearly a thinker. Frederick. So shows little of his mother's frame but is a superb hunter. Stalks and learns by observing others. Has a strong tactical mind. Am I getting choked out or something? Off screen? No? Alright. Maybe he gasped when he read the text. Nay. Oh, I get it. Subjects host Ellen Marichek, space tourist. Mara, I mean... Anyway, probably my space wife? I don't know. One to watch. Cunning, extraordinarily fast and dangerous, prefers isolation as attempted pairings result in fatality. Takes an alpha role, dominates the novae. A definite candidate for Lara's mate. Alright. Get any, finally, a healthy organism around here.
This shit is straight out of the eugenics war. I taught this in my history class. All of this research will be lost.
Bone
Does
glue.
that mean that this was for nothing?
For nothing.
Tell the people what happened so that they don't do it again. Even though they probably will in like 40 years once most people have forgotten about it.
Especially their eyes.
Don't get too close.
Oh yeah? I'm gonna get close right now. It's strapped down. Taya, you don't know what I'm seeing. It's strapped down. Except for this idiot over here. He looks like Voldemort under that bus bench thing. Is there anything to do in here? I got the glue. I've obtained the glue. I can leave this direction as well. He's freaking out. Just this hologram is freaking out. Maybe that's like the anyway, just don't get too close, all right?
Don't go any further. I'm warning you now.
I just want to read the PDAs.
How could you do this?
I do with my children as I see fit.
It's barbaric.
Dude's got like 3 hours of oxygen left.
Of the righteous. Your daughter owes her life to me.
What do you know about Rebecca?
ARG was good on this ship, Mr. Marichek. Cancer, HIV, Ebola. I eliminated them all. Her life is mine to live as I choose. Oh yes, I know about everything, Johnny boy. I know about your daughter and all about your wife. You are accountable.
Jan, his signal, John. You need to hurry. We're close.
Okay, just let me finish reading all the PDAs. Take this guy whose name I forget. He's gonna hate me when I do this. Oh, no.
Maybe.
Nah, I'll just leave it alone. Oh, is that just Dr. Milan? I thought he died. So, anyway. The new year begins, the wheel turns, and the Groom Lake continues to lead the vanguard of science for all mankind. Yet I feel dissatisfied. Even as the peons who work under me celebrate the new year, I wonder why. Why would you celebrate such an asinine Why would you celebrate such an asinine concept as an outdated Gregorian calendar on a ship that's swimming through the depths of space? The clear reason is comfort. They fear the unknown, the alien, the impossible. I do not. I embrace the unforgiving cosmos with open arms. The problem with the research we do is the humans doing it, constrained as they are by conscience, remorse, and even fear. We try to grasp the infinite and give it a framework that ill fits its cosmic splendor. This is my 10th year as Special Projects Director for Kane. Despite my discoveries and quests for knowledge, I'm held back at every turn by paperwork, moralizing scientists, and that group of degenerate toadies I sit on the board with. If it wasn't for them, my word would be God. My word! Not the word of a corporation. Still, they have their uses. Their research is funded by Kane, and the Groom Lake is kept running by all that money and personnel, but the time will come when all this changes, you mark my words. I'm inundated with electronic mails from all departments about inconsistencies with storage and contaminated samples. This masquerade is more tedious than it's worth. First of all was Dr. Wayne, that technician, Miss Callister, is it? I normally make short work of such troublemakers, but it's hardly worthwhile. Troublemakers must be allowed to make trouble, because if they disappear, it legitimizes their claims, and somebody will always take up the fallen crusader's torch. Dr. Backman's tendencies are becoming harder to restrain, as I'm well aware of his shortcomings. The old man is brilliant as he is deranged, yet he manages to go about his work with a sociopathic glee. He's useful to have around, and he's requested more bodies for seed, specifically more women who were recently pregnant. That's problematic, as we have few such on board, and imports are not easy to come by. I'm gonna have to play this one under the radar. Fool Dr. Gray complained again about his beloved insects becoming more aggressive as the power goes out. So let them spill out onto the decks as far as I'm concerned. The importance of seed outranks the Hydro Project work 1,000 to 1. I do like playing chess with Dr. Gray, of course. I win every time. A little a fact he's unlikely to tell anyone. Though he does seem happy to contact anyone who's interested, with the opinion that he'll be the next best candidate for my job. Sebastian, you could not handle what I do. If you believe otherwise, you're a fool, as I imagine you to be. The time comes, you'll be a rotting corpse under my feet, and I will laugh. Dr. Williams is under the delusion I don't know about her personal research. Officially, it's illegal for staff to conduct their own research, but this is interesting. Recreating her dead lover in the form of a hybrid. It's fascinating. If it works, I'll use it. If it doesn't, it'll burn with the rejects. Woman's obsessed, and I know DeSantos is playing no small part in feeding her delusions. I know her secret research won't cause me any problems, or I never would have allowed her on Project Seed. So decontamination waste from corpse disposal overspill is contaminating the ship. So that's where it came from. It's causing fungal growth, so my drones tell me. The fungus is a riveting proposition, though. While I'm angry at Dr. Backman for terminating more subjects than necessary, these side effects are fascinating. I imitated as much to Dr. Gray, and of course stoked his ego with signs of promotion and glory. We'll keep the fungus alive. The engineers want it destroyed, but I'm sure we can delay that. This experiment is becoming more engaging by the day, and I haven't had to lift a finger. So while they clog up my inboxes with demands and Rome burns, I plan to play the violin. More than secure here anyway. This has a certain inevitability about it. I'll record the daily developments as the experiment continues. It's as I foresaw, panic, destruction, and mayhem, yet Seed continues apace. Once the fervor and flame dies down, we'll sweep the decks of detritus and repurpose it all for my beautiful hybrid creations. And we're growing plants for the good of mankind. God is no longer in the machine, my friends. I am God. My beautiful children have excelled themselves. They kill, they learn, they adapt. My primal species without any trappings of morality. It's their time now. They almost came to be once many years ago, but they were snuffed out by humanity, afraid of its natural successors. Systematic extermination was given a name, the Eugenics Wars. The public knew it as corporate warfare. In truth, it was coordinated genocide. Humanity was not ready for Professor Garun's astounding discovery and sought to destroy it. His work is not perfect, of course. That's where I come in. I spent most of my life as Kane, trying to access Garun's original work. Old man Kane pushed me to the top because we shared an ideal. Utilization of science for the perfection of humanity. Where we differed was the methods by which it was to be achieved. Not that he had much more to say after I held that pillow to his face as he lay in his hospital bed, all for a higher purpose. This guy goes on. Creation of our species from raw subjects will become impossible now that the crew is dead, or dying, or unclean. Or unclean. But that's hardly been an issue. Any subjects who are flawed or imperfect have been turned into fertilizer that will nurture the perfection of the surviving race. Now the challenge is to move Groom Lake out of range of any other ships. No one can escape this ship alive. Any good, strong survivors will become members of the new race. I am their creator. DeSantos. I am very disappointed in you. A distress signal? I thought we were one of mind here in Seed. I'll castrate and destroy you for this betrayal. The flawed body is hardly worthy of becoming one of my children, but for you, I must turn off this accursed signal. You cannot hide from me, Marvin, you drug-peddling little fuck. It's enough of that guy. But, oh wait, there's part 2. This guy's gonna, like, leap off the bed and try to eat me, probably. And I'll have to kill him in, like, a cutscene. Robert Lincoln. Been reassigned to investigate a disappearance and murder of 2 scientists in Dr. Milan's employ. A strange matter, to be sure. I've been observing the movements of these eggheads, and I can't say I'm too impressed. Doesn't anyone record their comings and goings or make notes? There's no organization in this department whatsoever. Project Seed answers to nobody, this I know. But I always thought those scientific types made notes. Not that I care much about admin, but I care about finding out who's selling weapons-grade secrets. Industrial secrets are a matter of life and death, especially death in this case. I'll investigate thoroughly and leave no stone unturned. Staff are strange, and I'd say a lot of them are crazy, but I couldn't care less. I just want names and answers. I took this job because I want things done, not because of my warm and caring personality. At the moment, people are taking umbrage to my investigation. But security is a constant and essential part of shipboard life, especially when we're talking about industrial espionage. I'm not sure where the 2 missing scientists are, but based on the modified records I found, they were blasted right out the airlock. They walked the plank, so to speak. Any other man would assume these 2 were criminals, but I don't buy that. For suspects, I've ruled out Charlotte and Marvin DeSantos. Charlotte because she doesn't know where she is half the time, and DeSantos because he's just a smirking shit for brains. I'm confident he's doing drug dealing, but I'll give him this, he's cautious and he acts like a real ladies' man. But I know the truth, I've seen him rejected repeatedly. Since July, I'd had to operate under the pretense that I'm an assistant. It's lucky my career had some ER experience. The only other person who knows about my true purpose is Dr. Milan. It's been encouraging. He supplies me with information that I require for my investigation and, at times, is a little over-helpful. He seems honest enough, definitely not taking me for a ride. For the record, I'm well aware of the kind of man Dr. Milan is. I've seen his experiments with my own eyes. Which is what happens when the bodies are disposed of and the fires in the furnaces, but he does know what's required to justify the means. There are few men in the world who will do what has to be done, and for that I admire him. He told me to watch over Dr. Williams' experiments. It seems they're unofficial, although I prepared a report to Kane to whoever removed. Dr. Milan apparently overrode me. I respect him, but to be honest, I don't appreciate being overruled. Backman, of all people, was sniffing around. Seems the old psychopath was suddenly curious. I asked Dr. Milan for instructions, and he told me to incapacitate him. This I did. Shame I had to break his kneecaps. Honestly, I wanted to slit his throat, but Dr. Milan insisted he remain alive, and in pain but unable to move. Revising my earlier opinion that the Santos character, I still think he's pathetic, but now I do believe he's responsible for some of the stolen information. He strikes me as an amateur, put up to this by an outside agent. I'll deal with him soon, but first I have to monitor his movements. Make one move, pal, and I'll have you. Dr. Milan earmarked me for one of his experiments. I know this because when I attempted to leave the ship to report to Kane, I found that my access was blocked and restricted. I came back to find Dr. Milan waiting in my quarters. He was waiting with 2 of those hellish critters he created. I'm not squeamish, but those things make me nauseous. I'm currently awaiting what he calls processing. I suppose at this stage I should make peace with God. I've killed many men in my life, and I never say I feel remorse for it. But I won't give Dr. Milan the satisfaction of hearing me pray for mercy. My last notes on this affair are that Milan is the heart of the events on this ship. I was blind to it, and I refused to believe he was capable of creating such devastation. I always thought that scientists liked control, but he breaks all the rules as far as science is concerned. Leaked info, fungal growth, missing scientists. I'm beginning to suspect he knew DeSantos was trying to sell intelligence, and he might have fed him what to sell. To what end, I don't know. I suspect it was because Dr. DeSantos kept Backman drugged to the eyeballs with whatever stimulants he had so that Backman could keep going with his work. I can hear the machines being turned on. I welcome my fate. At least I know I did my job for Kane. Alright, it's about time that the thing jumps out of his bed and tries to eat me. Oh, you better hurry. I'm almost out of here. Oh, this is a glass wall. I thought it was just a door. I mean, I could probably just, like, blast it, right?
This isn't going to work.
Oh, you get blast through an armored door, but a piece of glass? Oh, man, that is some tough stuff. Maybe these 1960 computer mainframes will help me. Maybe we just start shooting stuff. Maybe we glue him down to the bed to make him really embarrassed about the fact that he's glued down to the bed.
No, that won't work.
Damn, thought I was honest. We turn him into John so that Milan thinks that I'm John being strapped into the bed, and then I pose to be the creature, and then I'll tell him, hey, can you let me in the shuttle bay? And then he'll say, of course, anything for one of my creations. John is strapped down to the bed, so I've got no worries about him sneaking in there. And then I sneak into the shuttle bay, and then I escape. Too bad there's like some sort of bug in the game that doesn't let me do that. Open power cell housing. Why? I guess I'll wait. Oh. It awaits a replacement. Well, that sucks. I don't think bone mending glue is gonna empty or open any of those locks. So, the hell do I use glue on? I mean, we found probably 3 power cell hatches by now. We found a machine. Maybe we use the metal to like pry it open. I could try that first. And then we charge them up with the. Alright. Here we go. Damn it. Well, never mind. What if we glue it down? Wait, what? What? Why did that help? So we made like a cast of like a mold of this shape. Like an imprint, yeah. Do I unlock it with the the hell you doing, John? Oh, and then we make some sort of like turnkey with it, I guess. Alright. I'll just take this. Where I might just zap myself. Well, no, I'm fine. Alright. Looks like the place is still quite adequately powered. Let me get this one too. Sorry, what? You have to speak up. I'm removing the power cell.
sweet. My baby. Don't worry.
All good. All better. Now for the last one. Let's hope those creatures were strapped down by like actual material bindings and not just some like energy BS that is going to be completely depowered now. Wonder if the elevator is still gonna work. We're good. Alright, make sure they're all charged up. Put them together to make the mega cell.
I can try to make it fit, but it may break.
I see. You got like an inventory expansion now. I was wondering how they did that. Alright, time to power this thing up for just because it's something that we can do. Why would we do that? But you know, just because we can. Get ready to be supercharged with electrolytes and also electricity. Or we're just gonna mess him up with a laser. Alright. Got him. Round 2. Oh. Yeah. Mess up the lab. We can go all the way through the door. It's literally just a glass door. Sounds... We could have just used the gun. Hang on, we got a round 4? Or 5? Or 6? Or whatever. Anyway.
Warning. The environmental control and life support system has been compromised. Please report to the visitor center for further instructions.
Alright. Next stop, Visitor Center.
Abnormal neural activity detected.
Animal testing. Oh no. I don't know if I'm ready to see that. Oh. Do it again. I dare you. Do that again. Do that again. That's what you get for jump scaring me a little bit.
No, that won't work.
You get anything in this room? Kinda gotta respect the developers for bothering to put a different flavor text for every single thing. I've been reading them. I haven't been saying them, but I have been reading them. Alright. Well. 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 Got anything going on?
I can try to make it fit, but it may break.
If we... I got nothing. If take the power cells back or something? Or go a different direction? Or pick up something in this room? Feels like there's a lot of... nothing new. Could take the cells back, maybe. Okay, not quite. Do the lasers free up anything that I want? Like a random stick of RAM or something? No. Quiet back there, I'm thinking. Like the triple item, the rare triple item. No. What the hell? Look through the window. Jump scare. Oh. Well, that sucks.
Nick needs to know about this.
Right. Uh-oh. Spooky. Oh. Spooky time. Uncertain future time. No, don't come in here, the atmosphere is noxious. Oh, he's taking me to the shuttle bay. That's nice of him. One can only hope, yes? That he is taking me to the shuttle bay because he had a little ounce of mercy and he decided that maybe one guy is not worth it. So he's taking me to the shuttle bay and then he decided that it would be better off if I was just out of his hair. Yep.
I know why you're here.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Bullshit!
Listen, Milan.
Dr. Malan.
Let's discuss this rationally.
Enough! I'll see you soon, Miss Ainsley. Give my regards to Mr. Marachek, you sneaky bastard. Not to worry, I can speed up this little family reunion.
What have you done with Rebecca?
Ooh, Stargate. Stargate. Whoa.
You took away my life's work, Mr. Marachek. Now let me return the favor. Cage 7 open. Enjoy the show. I'm off to deal with Judas.
Uh-oh. Alright, we gotta pick up John's PDT again. We have to figure out what the hell we're doing. DNA scanner. Gas pipes. Recycling drain. Door. Yeah. Keep going. Oh. Well. It's probably just waiting for me to do that a few times, wasn't it? Oh no. Get him! Throw the blocks at him! Maybe she's okay. Never mind.
Insert your daughter's DNA into the scanner.
I'm living in a nightmare. I can't do this. I just can't do this.
You don't have a choice. Lan is a monster. We need to find Ellen. We need to put Rebecca's blood into the scanner. Now!
Complete.
Scanning. Can you get out of there?
Dispose of biological material for processing and recycling station 0314. Sleep now, my angel.
Alright. Hope the Sarlacc isn't down here. Guess that would kind of be the least of my problems. Hazmat suit.
Are you there?
Oh.
I found her. Why didn't you know? I'm on my way there.
Yeah, one sec. Alright. No feeling like abandonment. Betrayal is another one that cuts deep. To be betrayed and abandoned by my own family, well, fuck, what can I say? Been 10 years since Maggie put my name into the Progressive Assistant into the pass lottery for $10,000 cash from the government. No questions asked. They said it was a great deal. $10,000 and only a super slim chance that my name would be selected. State wins in the long run, with one less welfare case, and my family gets a cash bonus. Did I have a say in this? Nope. So April 15th rolls around, and bam! Just my luck. My name is picked along with a few thousand other unlucky bastards. Did the only thing I could, the only thing I'd ever really done. I ran. I joined Kane and headed out as far away from my blood-sucking wife as possible. I worked my way up the ranks here. Level 3 gives me limited seed access, which means I clean up some weird shit, but no one talks to me, asks questions, and that suits me fine. Who cares? At least I'm alive and kicking, master my own destiny and all. Keeping that in mind, I've been stuck in this room for a few days now with only the dead as company. No one's been looking for me, and at least the bodies have stopped falling into the acid vats. This green goo is my way out to a better place. Sip of that shit and I'd be assisting my own goddamn suicide. Anyone reading this, please pass this message on to my wife. Fuck you, Maggie! Metal grating. And acid. Muriatic acid. No? Don't want a glove full of acid? He hasn't said anything about it. I'm thinking maybe I like dissolve the grate with it, you know? I got nothing else to... I got no other ideas. Throw this in there? Combine the two first. Of course. How could I be so stupid? It strikes me as strange that John hasn't said a single thing. Do I have to, like, get it from the tap? Fresh from the tap? I would say that's, like, way more dangerous with all the splashing and whatnot.
And stay away from the wall.
okay.
Glove full of acid. Melt through the metal, please. That's some strong stuff. Now it is melted.
Too close. That was too goddamn close.
Calm yourself. Panic and you won't make it. Focus. Breathe.
Bonk.
Tia, come in.
Can hear you. I made it. I'm in a storage locker. I don't think they saw me. I'll contact you when I'm clear.
I'll be waiting.
Ooh. Watch out for this guy.
Oxygen processor has experienced a critical failure.
Cogs.
Center for immediate evacuation.
Alright, well, we got some cogs.
I don't think that'll work.
But will this work?
It doesn't work like that.
Oh, I thought, yeah. Power distribution. Touch it. Use the power up the PDA to send a false
I don't think this will fit.
oh. Here we go. Oh yeah. Nice one. Achievement unlocked. That's one more. Ah, oh no, punished by my own actions.
That was too goddamn close.
Now he's gotta climb up the thing again.
Panic and you won't make it. Focus. Breathe.
Alright. This time. It's so loud.
Come in.
Can hear you. I made it. I'm in a storage locker. I don't think they saw me. I'll contact you when I'm clear.
I'll be waiting.
Put the... Wrap it up? Yeah. Wrap it up in the useless PDA just to get rid of it because it's garbage.
Critical failure. Center for immediate evacuation.
Alright. Now the door is nice and usable. Maybe we should throw something in the gears just for good measure. Can't take it out at the right time. Can we like climb up to the railing? Not really.
No, that won't work.
Indeed. You just go up to the side here? No. What if we stuck just like, you know, our least favorite foot into the cogs? We would lose the foot, but it's also our least favorite one. So we get a choice in that matter. I got nothing else here? Put the PDA on the...
I don't know what I was thinking there.
what else is there?
These don't go well together.
Do you have to like coax the stupid mutant out of the wherever he was there and throw him into the gears? Do we have to... Seeing a sad number of things to interact with here. That being 0 things to interact with. See something. Be something. This guy's got a shirt on. Maybe that's the ticket.
I can try to make it fit, but it may break.
There's no exits. Except for the, you know, the exit. Can't climb up anywhere. The hell was that? Did I have to just walk to a certain place? Anyway, you'll do just fine. Get him, Isaac. Alright. I can eat these while I think about a way to block the cogs. Oh, well, I guess that works too.
Almost at the hangar.
Power pad. We gotta...
I need to explain the situation.
Uh-oh.
Well,
No.
and it looks like you brought our friend along. Milan, Tia!
Well, it's just me and him now. Alright, let me read. Jared Winslow. The real villain all along. Could it be? Is Dr. Milan actually Jared Winslow? Have you ever seen the two in the same room together? Probably not. I try real hard not to think any less of Scotty, but I swear the boy ain't got a caring bone in his body. Plus, I bet he doesn't know what any of those big words he uses means. He's always hinting at when we get back home, we can be partners in business. Oh, don't tell me. Bitcoin? NFTs? I got myself a job on a damn spaceship. Does he reckon I need any help getting a job? Back before rapid transport was running through Groom Lake, folks used to get around in these slow-ass transport pods, and I found one. Tucked behind a pile of storage crates. I've been working on it for maybe a month now. I reckon I could get it working. Scotty played an April Fool's joke on me. Dumped some water on me while I was working on the pod. I accidentally cut him real bad with a wrench. Anyway, I'm gonna play a little joke on him and set his favorite book on fire. But not today. Sometime when he won't expect it. Pod's coming along great. Couple more months and I could finally maybe test it out. My kid brother Judd would be so proud. He used to help me work on cars all the time. One time we were fixing the brakes on this old clunker when one of the jacks broke. Oh, I know he's in a better place now, but I still feel bad. I pray about it every day and I know that God knows I didn't mean to do it. I promised him that I'm trying not to be so angry anymore. All finished. Had to get some parts printed with the nanite machine, but I'm sure Stefan didn't mind that much. Can't wait to try it out. Scotty says the pod won't work and that I'll get into trouble for it, but who the hell does he think he is? I made sure it would work. I ain't stupid. It's getting really hard to breathe and just pray about stuff. People like Scotty, God lets him live for some reason or another. Albert noticed some strange mushroom stuff growing all over engineering today. Guess we're gonna have to get to cleaning. Good and bad news. We have to scrub like mama on laundry day, so the gunk is just about gone. Bad news is it's all over the damn place. Scotty's been really nice since I burned that book of his. Scotty's nicer every day. Bible said that he'd change if I was nice to him, and look what happened. I guess a little bit of bread goes a long way in the house of God. Damn, this ain't good. Ship's on level 7 lockdown. It looks like we're gonna get real familiar with one another down here. Folks have been getting mighty hungry. Screams are echoing. Scotty and me are gonna lock down engineering, shut the baskets, and close the umbilical bridge. Keep them away from the twins. It's Judd all over again. I swear I didn't mean to. I just couldn't get Scotty to shut it and stop making a ruckus. I just wanted to shut him up. I swear I didn't push too hard, but for God's sake, he was just being so damn loud. Gets to where a guy can't take it no more. He thought he was better than me all along. Well, he's dead now. He's staring at me. Gotta tuck him away somewhere. You hear him. He's been laughing, crying, cracking jokes. Just won't stop. Can't get him to stop. Folks say I can fix just about anything with a screwdriver. I already fixed Scotty and Judd. God wants me to fix folks up when they're broken. Can I fix me? I'm gonna get out of here. Test database. Test message. Attempting to fix the pod terminal. Think I gotta work in sorta backspace doesn't work. Can't do much but make entries. On, open. How do I access the other functions? System notification. Failed to complete transmission. Fuck you out. You ain't a goddamn radio is invalid. You ain't got a goddamn radio is invalid, or recipient is currently offline. Terminal now recognizes pod. Door hydraulics can be accessed but not opened. Pod is ready to roll. Terminal works but cannot erase test posts. Pod bay door open, please. Yo, we're escaping the Fallout vault. Also, it's extremely bright in there. Should be nice and cheerful. Or I'll get a suntan. Feeling like this game is wrapping up a bit. Visitor center. The message did say go there. This thing is really rattling.
A heavy loader. Looks like it was sealed in during construction.
Powered down, eh? Loose panel, eh? Retinal scanner. Ooh. I got a couple of those. I could make it work. Looks like I'm gonna need to find a spare eyeball or something. Looks like I'll also need to go down to the other area, because this is all I got. Alright. Not that I expect to find any body parts in the disposal area. I mean, can you imagine? That would be crazy. See, no body parts. Oh, never mind.
Hive.
Never mind. Maybe I can just take this one? No. Anyone else been getting those stupid YouTube ads about how to remove foot fungus, even though you've never had foot fungus or anything like that before? That's my cutter. I'll be taking that. Loader distribution box. I'll be taking that. I'll be cutting away this gunk so I can get the third power cell, if there is such a thing. Give it a shot. Nah. Alright, stick my PDA in there for good measure. Alright.
Never seen anything as disgusting as this place.
Ah, but don't forget to use the power plasma cutter on yourself. It's the same thing all over again. With the gun. He's very resistant to the plasma cutter.
These creatures are following their base instincts. Breeding, eating.
Hey, me too. Right. Visitors area. We will have to hope that one power cell is good enough.
Boarding announcement for lifeboat 8 through 25. Any passengers requiring special assistance to begin
I think that'll just break it.
Oh. But what if? The hell? No, you're supposed to blast it open.
Maybe. No.
Fine, blast the whole loader then, see if I care. That sucks. I thought we had it all figured out.
I don't think this will fit. That's just crazy.
We've been hanging on to this PDT for so long, and you just know that at the end of the game, it's gonna be used for, like, the dumbest purpose. I haven't found any retinas yet, though. There's a little gap in here, but I can't use any items. So... I guess I'm gonna go back to the hive and start chopping up stuff with the plasma cutter until I get one. Sounds like a plan. Alright. Any of you guys forklift certified? Structural engineer. Probably not.
No, that won't work. Probably not a good idea.
Lab tech, probably not.
These don't go well together. I don't know what I was thinking there.
Well... Get any hard bony growths that need chopping?
I think that'll just break it.
Yeah, it's the point.
It doesn't work like that.
Tell me how it works, John. Alright? Tell me how it works. You're the one making up all the rules around here, so...
Maybe. No, that won't work.
You're stringing me along, John.
This isn't gonna work.
I can put it back in? What the hell? Now shoot it. Alright, take it back.
I think that will just break it.
Abstract form. Hate to say it, I got nothing. Scaffolding. Blast it.
That's just crazy. Although, no, crazy.
I want to do some blasting. Alright. Back to the office. Now, we blast open the fridge and see what's inside. Yup, he's still got it. Do we need to be standing on the power pad to do it? Frozen body, I'll be taking that. Yep, I'll be taking that, thank you. PDA. Was this Scotty? Let me guess, he's just gonna be like a completely normal, nice guy. Jared would make for a useful business partner, but I can't even suggest it to him without erupting into a fit of rage and a rant that ain't how it's done in my family. Does a man honestly expect to get anywhere without once taking help from those more intelligent than he is? I don't know. Grimlike's been a pleasure to be aboard thus far. More entertaining than on Earth. Even my family's private island isn't this entertaining. Granted, there's not much left to do now that all the animals have been hunted and killed. Space, however, is infinite, with infinite animals. I feel as though planning an April Fool's joke almost 2 weeks in advance is a little pathetic. Especially when the plan consists of a single prank, pouring water on Jared. I poured water on him, just a little glass. And the consequence, the hulking dimwit chased me down the corridor with a wrench, slicing a reasonable portion of my forehead open. I'm now thoroughly convinced he's deranged, and I will be doing some investigation. After agreeing to transfer a sum of money, I convinced Dr. Graham to obtain Jared's medical records for me. Jared really is mentally ill. He suffers from outbursts of rage. According to one report, he murdered his brother by crushing him with a car. It goes on to note that Jared believes it to be the will of the Lord. Capitalized like that. How did he manage to get a position in one of the most important areas on the ship? I'll have to stay on his good side. I'm beginning to miss my father's mansion more with each day. Having maids and chefs to cater to me is how I was raised. To be cleaning up after myself and walking all the way to the mess hall for food remains a challenge. Sometimes I question my sanity. I briefly criticized Jared's hobby of repairing that old transport pods, and oh, the daggered stare he gave me in return. What did I think I could have accomplished by talking to him about it? Unbelievable. He burned my thesaurus. Jared marched towards me, ripped it from my hands, and set it on fire. Then he screamed, "April Fools!" and sprinted away, waving the burning pages above his head. Can't begin to say how many times I've retyped my entries. They feel not as good. There's a better word, I swear. How I would kill to get my thesaurus back. How can anyone respect me if I don't sound smart? I give up. I ran into Dr. Graham today and he remarked that I sound less of a pretentious asshole. I guess I should just talk like an ordinary person from now on. Yeah, well, ordinary is a pretty big word. My arms hurt. It's hard to get all that fungus out of the generators. We did it though. Cleaning's not easy, and I feel a sense of accomplishment. I guess Jared's not all bad. He apologized to me for losing his temper so often, and you know what? I apologized in return. I don't remember the last time I did that. Holy shit, it turns out the guy has a bunch of rations tucked away. He shared them with me, even though he's almost out. If I don't starve to death here, I might have to put him in charge of Tanica Investments charity, which does not exist yet. Rations are here. We have just enough food in the freezer to last us. We're far less hungry than the guys manning the twins. I have to say, I am impressed. I'm not sure how those guys had the energy to keep us afloat with so little to eat. Those guys are titans. Maybe the twins are the engines? Or just like two giant mutants, huh? Engineering's now on total lockdown. We have to keep whatever those things are away from the generators. I don't think we'll ever see the light of day again. At least when I die, it'll be with the only friend I ever had. Rip. Alright, we got the power cell. Can I take something else? Nah. Alright. Alright. This stage is approaching its thrilling conclusion, where we get to bulldoze through the whole ship with this big bulldozer and leave Dr. Milan in my tire tracks smeared across the floor.
Any passengers requiring special assistance to begin boarding at this time.
Alright, don't tell me we need 2 power cells. I wouldn't get in that thing. Here we go. The thing's shaking like a contraption and oxygen not included. Yo! Me when I live in a community that messed up my life and my business by planning a concrete plant in the worst area of the city and not listening to any of my appeals to improve my life and my small mechanic business.
Please ensure your personal data tag is updated with your medical history and is functioning correctly.
Looks like I improved the Groom Lake model to make it more realistic.
Kane Mining Limited was founded in 2050.
Ah, the guided tour.
Was appointed to exercise control over East Asian Pacific debt repayment through mining asset acquisition.
For technology invented in at least 1950 or later, even the TikTok voice would have been an improvement. We gotta start the tour at the start, though.
Henry Kane was born to an impoverished family in January the 26th, 2000. His mother Clara was a store clerk and his father Edmund was a veterinarian. This poster depicts a 95-year-old Henry Kane in the prime of his life.
Sounds like a late bloomer to me.
Did you know? Kane Mining Limited was rebranded as Kane Corp. Welcome to the Groom Lake.
Yeah, it's okay.
The Groom Lake in 2120 when she left dry dock and began her journey towards the outer planets. Charles Clark Kane has proudly taken over the reins from his father and continues his family's legacy. A replica of a statue of remembrance that stands in Washington, D.C. In 2077, a mile below the surface, Camp 571 in Japan produced a treasure trove of medical research documentation.
What?
Did you know? Henry Kane served in the military and was a decorated naval aviator.
Just found some medical technology underground? I should start digging. I might get lucky.
Medical research and its auxiliary studies culminated in the perfection of genetic manipulation. Popularized by the media as a medical Cold War, the eugenics age far exceeded selective breeding. In 2049, a worldwide ban was placed on unapproved genetic modification.
Alright, Shuttle Bay. It's gotta be one of them. This is the airlock, though. I don't know if I should get in there. Oh. Ooh.
Without a family, man alone in the world.
Sans is about to judge my worthiness. I didn't kill a single enemy. You didn't gain any love, but you gained love. Oh, look where I'm standing. On a plasma gun source of power.
Shoot him! Kill him now!
I may have
Alright, now
pulled
get
the
him.
trigger, so to speak.
Alright, get him.
You and Miss Hensley loaded the gun.
Alright, get him.
Don't try to worm your way out of this.
Give me my cursor. I can get him.
Monster? By whose standards do you call me a monster?
Pretty much everyone's.
The morals of men don't apply to gods.
Alright, get him. Aww. It's cheating! Cheating! Oh. What the hell? He can't do that. Oh, I gotta pick up one of the pipes earlier. A long enough pipe that I can slowly thrust through a shield, right? I watched Dune. I read the book. I watched the late movie. This slowly moving object can pass through his shield, and then I can skewer him with a pipe. Machine parts. Ah, the machine parts.
Really are a roach, Mr. Maracek.
John, shoot him! Kill him now!
I may have pulled the trigger, so to speak, but you and Miss Hensley loaded the gun.
Don't try to worm your way out of this, you goddamn monster.
Monster? By whose standards do you call me a monster? The morals of men don't apply to gods.
Alright, just give me a second. I can't save the game. Can I shoot the machine parts? We got some gun turrets. Look out, I'm gonna shoot the machine parts! Hang on, what happened to me? Oh, now we're still dead.
Quantum storage device damaged and door missing. Fractural femur detected. Scapula damaged. Seek immediate medical
My scapula. Sorry, John, you're too heavy to lift.
Have we got her?
I do. She's here.
It's over.
I'm gonna assume the rush of the escaping air threw me off the platform.
It's over. It's over. It's over. It's over.
I'm sorry, it wasn't supposed to end like this. Waking you was a mistake, John. But I'm happy to have met you.
I don't understand.
Ah, she did wake me.
What do you mean?
I see,
You woke me. Answer me!
We needed a way to transport the research off the Groom Lake. And you're wife's bone marrow was a perfect storage.
What?
This isn't about fucking research.
Yes, it's about research. Worth billions, John. Billions.
So you caused all of this. You let those things loose.
No, I'm not that sloppy. The idiots we sent to get your wife's body turned off all the containment protocols. We lost Ellen in all the chaos. That pussy Yuri was on his way to you when Milan got involved.
On his way to get my DNA.
It was the only way to locate the data carrier in this shitfest. Old man Kane will be rolling in his grave when I sell his secrets.
You're just like Milan.
Is that what you think? John, do you love your wife? Well, I loved my husband, and Kane's security forces murdered him during a protest. Kane Corporation took everything from me, and now I will burn them to the ground.
You don't have to do this. You don't.
Two stasis pods, son. It was never gonna happen.
Put me another one.
Selenographic coordinates confirmed. Autopilot has been engaged. Time to departure. 15 minutes.
Gun turret. I have 15 minutes to solve the puzzle. Also, I have no inventory and no ability to move, so that sucks. Oh.
Never had any intention.
My quantum storage device, I guess.
You used me. You used my family.
It's not personal.
Get over it, John. Who asked?
You bitch.
Guilty.
My PDT, it might be used for something better. Hit catch! And then... oh. The turrets are gonna shoot her. Because she's gonna have one. I guess. Even though I was holding on to it the whole time. Never mind. Owned. 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 Sit down. Touch grass. Don't care, plus didn't ask, plus
This vessel has been cleared for departure.
your mom. Alright. Think I'll take my PDT back.
Destination change.
I love you, Ellen.
No! Least satisfying ending unlocked. Even though it was the only ending, I think. And everyone died. The end. Well, well. So is Stasis. Final thoughts? I pretty much enjoyed with like the entire. Or I pretty much agreed with every sentiment in the reviews. Visuals are really nice, especially like all the way they do that like 3D modeling in the cutscenes. It's got like a slightly aged feel, but I don't know how to describe it. But I like that. Plot was a little, out there, but it was still interesting. The item environment interactions could have been a little more intuitive in some cases, or a lot more intuitive in other cases. But at least they did well enough with the visual cues, like lights on terminals and whatnot, when you learn what to look for. And depending on the game and the person, sometimes it's just inevitable that you gotta look it up on a little guide, but it doesn't really matter. That's just the way you choose to do things. So yeah, overall, I would say I had fun, and still gonna play Bone Totem at some point. Debating whether I want to play the next little one in the meantime. I mean, it's free, so I'll probably play it. Whether I'll stream it or not is another matter, but that concludes Stasis. Thanks for hanging out, sharing the story, and see you another time with an unknown game at an unknown time.